Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics, and I'm a Pleiadian channel and starseed coach. So in today's video, the Pleiadians wanted to chat with us a little bit about how to change our reality. Most of us know that we want to create the world that we want to live in. So the P's are going to talk a little bit about how to do that in today's video. But before we dive in, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. Now, the P's like to talk to us about the energetic structure of our reality. And the reason they do that is because the more we understand about the mechanics of how reality works, the more we can bend it to our will. So today the P's wanted to chat a little bit about one of the fundamental human illusions, one of the things that traps us in this world that we lovingly call the 3D game. So it takes certain elaborate stories that humanity has practiced for a long time to keep us in 3D. As we know, this is not how the universe works. The rest of the universe is not experiencing things the way we are as humans. And so what makes all of that happen, what makes it possible for us to have the 3D experience, is we have some very strong illusions that our reality is based on. One of those, of course, is the idea of linear time. We know that's just an Earth thing. The rest of the galaxy is not operating on linear time. That is a human construct. Another one of these foundational illusions, or one of those things that we have created to give ourselves the experience of 3D, is the illusion of an exterior reality. We believe there's a world around us, that there is a reality, and this world is very real to us. We get very sucked into the drama of the world around us, whether that is our personal drama in the story of our life or global drama, what we think of as the world around us. But this is all an illusion. And so what do the P's mean by this? What do they mean when they talk about illusions? Because it's not to say that our experience is invalid. What they're talking about here is that what we think of as our reality or the world around us is really just a projection of our mind. It's like we are projecting a movie around ourselves. And because of that, we are the creators of the entire movie. But that movie is limited by the beliefs that we hold. So if we hold a lot of beliefs about what the world is, and we do, we have millions of them probably, those beliefs control the movie we are watching. So if we have a lot of beliefs that are limiting and restrictive, we're going to see a lot of limitation and restriction in the world around us. Not because it's actually there, but because we are creating it through our belief structure. So one of the basic illusions that makes 3D life possible is the illusion of an external reality. And it's very real, right? We believe there is a world around us. There are other people. There are things that are going on around us because this is what we are projecting from our mind. This illusion is what keeps the 3D game going. When everyone is believing the same story of what it's like to be a human, then we are all using our powerful minds to create the same reality. This is how the 3D world perpetuates itself, right? We have news, which tells us what is going on in the world, what reality is. Because if we buy into this, what we are being told by the outside world, we use our powerful minds to create it. Not because it is objectively real, but because we are buying into it with our beliefs. We are all told from the time we are tiny babies what it means to be human. All the limitations and restrictions on us. We believe we need to have money to live. We believe we have to get sick and get older and decay in the physical body. We believe we have to follow all these rules that we are given. We even turn on the news and social media to have even more people telling us what reality is. But as we buy into more and more of those stories from outside us, we are building someone else's reality. And it is generally a reality that benefits them. They are probably making money off of you buying into their story. This is how the 3D realm operates. One of the things that's very important as lightworkers and starseeds, as we are wanting to move into fifth dimensional energies, is starting to realize how much control we actually have over our reality. But in order to start accessing that, we have to get away from the peanut gallery. If we have other people talking at us all day, like we do, right? With news and videos and movies and social media, all of that external noise is telling us what reality is, so that we build the reality they are describing. So one of the things that the P's have been encouraging us very strongly to do for the past 6 months or so is start to step back from the external noise. Whenever we are listening to all these sources of information that we are so addicted to as humans, we are giving someone else the power to determine our reality. Not because it's true, but because we are buying into it. Once we believe something, we own it. We manifest it, even if it's something we don't want. So the P's just wanted to help us understand this a little bit, that this whole concept of our external world is really just an illusion. It's a projection of our mind. Now, yes, it's very real as an experience. We can't imagine not having it, but we can also change the projection. But to do that, we have to get away from the noise of everyone talking at us. So the more we start to put away all the external sources of information, the more we start to connect with our higher self, with the power of our soul. And we start to build a different world, one that we prefer. Because once you change the beliefs, you change the reflection in the world around you. If you start to look at the stories that are being given to you by everyone else and start to say, no, thank you, that's not what I prefer to create, and you start to change your beliefs, guess what? The world changes around you. But this is very strong human programming, this belief in an external reality. In truth, you are just projecting that from your mind, and you can take back control over it anytime you want to. But you have to know that you have the power to do that. And as humans, we're never taught that. Because if we knew we had the power to change everything, we wouldn't be buying into all the stuff we have bought into about life on this planet. We would be creating infinite abundance, freedom and sovereignty for all, health and well-being and vitality in our bodies our entire life. We would be building an entirely new reality, but we've got to unplug from the old. So if we're spending all of our time listening to other people, we are building their reality. A version of reality that benefits them, not you. So the P's just wanted to start bringing our attention to this so that we could start taking back control of the movie. So that is what the P's wanted to chat with you about in today's POV. A little bit of a deeper exploration than we sometimes do, but we're starting to get into bigger energies. So we're ready to tackle some of these bigger illusions now. So that is what I've got for you in today's POV. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.